Good evening, everyone. It's wine o'clock here again at the Wineman's. And in tonight's, we're still here. We haven't moved house yet. With boxes everywhere. Special wine tasting. I think this is my 100th wine review since lockdown started. So I'm really looking forward to tasting this monumental wine. This is the Groot Constantia Sauvignon Blanc, the 2019 vintage that everybody wants. But why do they want it? Because it's just won double trophy, but also the most important trophy. This is recognised now by the International Wine Challenge as the best Sauvignon Blanc in the world. It's intergalactic, it's that good. I'm going to taste this bad boy tonight. Some of my lucky customers have managed to secure some, but it's all sold out now. We're not even sure if we're going to get any more or if it's just going to flip to the 2020 vintage. But because it's so very, very special, I thought I would honour my 100th tasting with this remarkable wine. I'm really looking forward to tasting this. So let's have a look at Groot Constantia, what makes them so crazy and so good. And they were founded, as you can see, 1685 in South Africa. Quite an accolade for a winery to be making wine for that long. Now, they've been supplying world-class wines to people like Napoleon. Who knew that he liked wine? Well, I certainly did. But also many of the nobles in the world, maybe the kings of France, kings of England, just everywhere. Everybody loves their wines. And they still make phenomenal wine. Now, the grower, obviously, Groot Constantia, they put their wines in the very, very careful hands of a guy called Bola Gerber. Now, I first met Bola probably 15 years ago, and he was then Young Winemaker of the Year when I first met him, and he was making incredible wines. He basically grew up next door to the vineyard, and so he has lived and breathed their wines from a very, very young age. He's now obviously not a young winemaker like myself. He's a little bit aged, but he's aged gracefully like myself as well, and he now knows how to make incredible wine. He keeps winning award after award after award for the wines. But to win the best Sauvignon Blanc in the world, and for that not to be a New Zealand Sauvignon, for it not to be a Loire Sauvignon or a French Sauvignon, it's the first time that someone from another country has won that award in the last 10 years. So that's an incredible achievement. Now, what they do with the International Wine Challenge, they don't just give trophies away willy-nilly. They're not just giving gongs and medals to every Tom, Dick and Harry that enters a wine into it. To win a trophy, and this one double trophy, they won the Constantia Trophy and also Best Overall Sauvignon. So to win that, you've got to be a gold medal winner first before you actually get down into the shortlist to see who will win the trophy. So they won a gold straight away, quite easy. But then to win trophies, that's a different thing. And it's a totally unbiased group of judges. Now, most of them are very, very high up in the wine trade. They've been making and tasting and selling and dealing and reviewing wine for decades. They know their stuff. So if a wine like this wins, like this one has, it's gonna be good. So let's have a look. What have we got here? Okay. Instantly, it's just passion fruit and it's melons and it's got limes and it doesn't like jump up and smack you in the face like a Kiwi Sauvignon Blanc. It's much more refined, much more mellow. It just invites you to just drink it and have fun. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. This is a beauty. It's fabulous. It's got zingy acidity. It's got that tiniest little prickle on the tongue and on the palate. It just dances around in your mouth. It's got a lovely long length. It's got beautiful flavors. I mean, they're just rapier acidity, but it's not an acidity that's attacking. It's more, it's almost warming. It's really, really beautiful wine. And this is from a combination of different things. So the soil, this is planted in the base of a mountain. And the soil is made up of two different types of soil, which are actually not, if you were planting normal stuff, it wouldn't work there. But because the vines have to work and they're stressed so much, that produces incredibly strong and wonderful fruit. I mean, this is something else. It's really, I'm gonna have to go back to this again because they're handpicked, they're harvested, they're crushed just gently, just so that it doesn't go into the pips or the stems or anything like that. I mean, they really, it's almost like they're massaged, these grapes. It's lovely. Then they're kept in stainless steel casks, but at a very, very specific temperature, so that it allows the purity of the fruit to really shine through. I could just sit here, and drink this wine all night. I can see why it's won the trophy. I mean, it's just delightful. They leave it on the lees, which is all of the different bits that go into the winemaking process, all of the yeasts and the skins and everything is just all left in there. And it's just allowed to just luxuriate and gather all those flavors and all those tastes and all those textures. So in 2019, this one is 13.5%. You can't get any for the minute. You know, I mean, I had some, I told everyone about it on my email lists. A lot of people got lucky and bought some. Now it's all gone. If it comes back in, apparently it's going to be December 18th, December 20th, something like that. But I am going to leave you tonight with this beautiful wine. If you can get hold of it, get some. If you check around, you know, December 20th, see if I'll have some more then. Otherwise, might have the 2020. Which will be obviously fresher and just as good, according to Bola. Had a little chat with him earlier about it, and he said 2020 is fabulous. He wants to win double trophy. Trophy this year, trophy next year. He just wants gongs everywhere. So, hats off to you, Bola. This is beautiful. Cheers.